Hi everyone, I'm Dina with Mills Family Gardening. Today is December 29th, and in this video we're going to grow turmeric from start to finish, hopefully. So we bought this turmeric at a store. It's not organic. We couldn't find organic turmeric. And it has been sitting on our countertop for a few days, and it does look slightly dry, but one of the pieces does have a new start to a new plant. So let's hope that all the pieces are still viable, and hopefully they will grow plants for us. I already pre-filled 9 containers with the potting mix, and you can use any potting mix you like, and it's already moist, so I don't have to water it. I'll water it after I plant everything. So I'm just going to take one piece of turmeric and simply place it in the soil like that. And I'll do it with all the 9 containers. And the reason why we're starting to grow turmeric so early is turmeric requires a long growing season. We live in North Texas Zone 8A, and it's cold outside, so I'll keep all this turmeric under a grow light in our house after I plant it. Some of the pieces look too dry. They might not grow anything. In that case, we'll simply buy new turmeric at a store. We still have plenty of time to start it and replant it in the same containers. So now that I put all these turmeric in the containers, I'm simply going to cover it with some extra soil. And then after that, I'll water the containers and I'll keep them inside under our grow light because the weather is getting colder. This week is supposed to get down into the 20s Fahrenheit, and turmeric loves heat. And we'll check back in a few weeks and see which ones sprouted. If some of them have not sprouted, we can just plant new ones. Today is February 16th, and 2 of our turmeric rhizomes have come up. I'll get one out of the container because I want to see what's going on. And here it is. This is the little plant that's growing from the rhizome, and there's a few roots. They are looking very cute and pretty. So I'm gonna put it back in the container. Later I'll cover it with the soil. But on this side of this tray, we have all the turmeric, and you can see there's one more. Turmeric leaves are a little bit different from ginger leaves. You can see that ginger leaves are more slender and turmeric leaves are wider. So we'll keep turmeric inside under our grow lights until it warms up and all danger of frost is gone, and we'll plant them outside. Today is March 30th, and I took out the turmeric plants outside to harden off. It's already warmed up a lot, and it doesn't look like we're gonna get any frost anymore. And I set the containers in the spot that gets dappled sun throughout the day, and probably about a couple of hours of sun in the morning. It will stay here for a week or a couple of weeks, and then by about the end of April, I will plant them in their permanent containers. Turmeric is very slow to sprout. Most of the containers have sprouted, but these 2 have not sprouted. I'm still waiting to see if they will sprout, but if not, we'll just work with what we have. Today is May 4th, and we're going to plant our turmeric into their final containers. It's warmed up a lot. There's no danger of frost or freeze. So I have 2 containers here. This container has drainage holes, and this one does not. We've gotten a lot of rain in the last 2 weeks, and turmeric has been sitting in all this water, and I thought it would be damaged, but actually it's growing really well. And after all the rain, it started growing some new plants. You can see there, those 2 little shoots there. So I'm going to experiment and plant 2 turmeric plants in this container that doesn't have any drainage holes. I'll make sure to dump the water if it fills up with water after rain. I'm using organic outdoor potting mix that's infested with fire ants. But as I water the plants, hopefully the fire ants will leave somewhere else. So I'm going to add some organic all-purpose fertilizer, about a couple of handfuls. I'll also add some bone meal in hopes that it will help rhizomes to get larger, and I'll mix it all with the soil. So now I'm going to get this turmeric plant out of its small container and put it right on top of the soil like this. Actually, this might be a little too shallow, but it's okay. Today is October 26th, and this week we're supposed to get down into the 40s Fahrenheit. Such low temperature might damage the rhizomes, especially in such a shallow box. So we're going to harvest our turmeric today, and you can see that a seed of ground cherry got into this container somehow. I didn't notice, and just now I'm seeing that we have a whole plant of ground cherry. I don't think it will have time to ripen though, so we'll have to toss this plant. But let me dump the whole box into the sled. Also, I wanted to mention that the leaves are starting to die off. They're turning brown and yellow on the edges, and that's a sure sign that turmeric is ready to be harvested. So I'm going to pull away all the dirt and see what we got here. This is our first time to grow turmeric, and we planted it back in December. So it's been at least 10 months since we planted or started our turmeric rhizomes in those smaller containers. And 10 months is a perfect time for turmeric to be ready to be harvested. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to use water to try to remove all the dirt. I rinsed off all 3 plants, and to me they look great. It looks like they grew a lot of new rhizomes. This is our turmeric harvest. I'm very happy with it, especially this is our first time to grow turmeric. So my plan now is to separate them from the plants. I can simply pull each rhizome from the plant and snap it off like that. And I can store the rhizomes either in the fridge, they would keep there for about 1 to 2 weeks, or in the freezer that will stay in there for about 6 months. I can also use these rhizomes to plant new turmeric in December. Right now we're at the end of October. If I can keep the rhizomes healthy until about mid-December, I can start the same process again, plant all these rhizomes in separate containers, keep them inside under the grow light, and then when it warms up in April, end of April or beginning of May, I can plant them outside. I've never cooked with turmeric just yet, but I keep hearing about its numerous health benefits, so I'll be researching what recipes I can use this turmeric in. One difference that I noticed between turmeric and ginger is that turmeric grows on the same plant, and it seems like new turmeric rhizomes tend to grow down instead of sideways like ginger would grow. So I think next time I grow turmeric, I would choose a deeper container instead of a shallow box. But during its growing season, the box with turmeric was sitting in a place that would get a little bit of morning sun and a lot of shade during the day. And the plants were on drip irrigation, so the soil stayed moist at all times. Occasionally, I did fertilize the plants with liquid fish fertilizer and more bloom. I'm very happy with the way this turmeric turned out. I will be growing it for the years to come. I really hope you can try to grow turmeric in a container also, and it works well for you too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and happy gardening!